Hello and welcome to my channel. If you'd like to join any of my weekly meetings or book a private session with me, please click on the links below or go to my website. Rules and regulations. That's what the subject was. About how certain spiritual paths, well, every spiritual path actually, when there's a path of some description, there's always a set of rules and regulations. And the non-dual path, because it is a path, it's a path, there are things like you're not allowed to be into psychic things, for instance, or you're not allowed to be, it's frowned upon to be into like tarot cards. I'm not saying that I'm into these things. I'm not really into tarot or anything, but you know, I know people who are. And it's, I wouldn't call that freedom. I think freedom is to be free of all limitations, of all beliefs, every belief. Being free of every belief opens everything up to absolute potential. This could be potentially anything, couldn't it? But when we narrow it down to something and then we have to curb the way we do things and the way we think and the way we speak, because in spiritual paths, language is very important and you have to say the right things, otherwise you're not part of the club. If you say the word I or me in non-duality, I see people in like those conversations trying to skirt around simply speaking normally, because they're using the word me, therefore they must be. I remember when I first had a Facebook page and I would say I, or me, or say an in-person meeting, I would get so much trolling. It doesn't happen anymore because it's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous to troll someone for the words they use, because the freedom is freedom to just to be free. Just to be free. And when everything, when all belief, that every belief, and I'm talking every belief, I don't have any beliefs. I don't believe the world's flat or a globe. Might be a globe, might be flat, who knows? I don't care. I don't believe in anything. I get into subjects, I go down these holes and get into it, but I don't really take it on board as an identity. A spiritual path, we take it on board as an identity. So we have the identity of becoming a no-me. We take on that identity. Phyllis. And in that way, we then we have to like be non-dually correct all the time. It's a bit like being politically correct. You've always got to be correct. That's not freedom. That's prison. That's a mental prison. Like seeking after no me is a mental prison. As I said last week, I'm reading Lord of the Rings, and I just got to that bit where Bilbo at the Council of the Fellowship, such a nerd, the Council of the Fellowship, he recites his poem, and the first line is something like, all that's gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. So it means like, you could say everything's gold, but not all of it glitters. We only look for the glittery things, don't we? The things that give us hope. The hope that one day we will get to that point where we're there. And we look for all these shiny things. You could say all that glitters is not gold. Yeah, that's the one. All that glitters is not gold. I've had it the wrong way around. All that glitters is not gold. So the glittery enlightenment, it's not gold, it's a prison. And all who wander are not lost. And I like that sentence, because it doesn't mean to wander, just means to be aimless, to just do what you want all the time, whatever it is. You know, I know we've got to do things that we don't want to do, like sometimes, I don't know, go to work or pay a bill. But apart from those things, which we have to sort of just get out of the way, some people actually enjoy that administration, but I know most people don't. Especially most people who are kind of in this sort of sphere of people, and a bit more right-brained, aren't they? As I think all the spiritual paths and all the non-duality paths are all completely left-brain. They are totally a narrative. They're a narrative that doesn't take you anywhere. They're glittery, but they're not gold. You never find the pot of gold. You follow the glitter. There's nothing there. Never gets you anywhere. And then we have to curb our behavior and curb the things we enjoy. And I say this because, as I said on Wednesday, someone wrote to me and they asked me, is it okay? Asking me, is something okay? Which is the first point, really. Asking somebody, some random stranger, is it okay that they enjoy psychic subjects? And I replied to them by saying, well, first of all, why are you asking a random stranger? Of course it's okay to do what you want, to do what you enjoy, to do what you love. If what you love doesn't fit in with a narrative of non-duality or spirituality, then what's that about? What's that about? What does that say? If something doesn't fit into a spiritual path, or even a political path, or any path actually, what does that say about the path? It means it's a cult, or a dogma, a religion. You see people in some meetings, they put their hand up and they say, oh, well, you know, I'm really into angels, and they just get battered aside, as if it's just completely worthless. Well, it might not be worthless to them. It might be their joy. It might be their joy. And who is anyone to bat away someone's joy? No, that's not right. That's not it. That's not it. Well, everything's it. It's all it. If it's so-called non-dual, if there is no non-dual, there's just life. But if there is, if there's a teaching like everything is just one, then why bat something away? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Maybe we'll get a conversation going. And please just ask anything you like. I'm never going to bat something away. Because for me, all life is valid. Of course it's valid. It's ridiculous even like saying it, really. It's even ridiculous contemplation to say that some of life is not valid. As far as I'm concerned, life is just creating itself all the time. I've got no control over it. It's just doing itself, being the light and the sky and all the amazing life there is here. It's a computer. Amazing thing. I can talk to you guys all over the world. I have no idea how it works. I just turn it on and hope for the best. But what an amazing thing. The light shining through the window, the evening light. Beautiful. The annoying neighbour. Beautiful. I love being annoyed at my neighbour. Some spiritual paths say, no, you can't be annoyed at your neighbour. Well, that's not going to do any good, is it? If they're annoying, I'm not going to lash out at him, but, you know, I still walk away thinking, oh, God. Trying to control life creates lots of mental stress. It really does. It really does. And thinking we can control everything. Control everything. I can control my whole life. Well, actually, no, I can't. I can't. If I could control my whole life, I would make myself win the lottery. When I play it. It's not very often. I have to play it first, right?